I'm gonna be honest, I never understood people who scroll through, say, Steam for something to play, or scroll through Netflix for something to watch, or aimlessly browse through a bookstore for something to read. Art is just interchangeable things like chair or, I don't know, sushi. Like, sure, people have preferences, armrest versus no armrest, salmon versus tuna, but at the end of the day, you just want a good chair or sushi. That's not how I engage at all. I'm not just looking for a good game or a good show or a good book. I always have something I'm looking for. I'm looking for things that speak the things I couldn't find the voice to say. I'm looking for something that represents me, and I'm not just talking about gender or ethnicity or sexual orientation or disability or anything like that. I'm talking my hobbies, my experiences, my beliefs, the way I think. And that's the kind of people my work is for. Maybe they don't exist, but if they do, they'll find me because they want to find me. Just like I desperately wanted to find certain stories but can't because they don't exist. Well, they will exist someday if I have anything to say about it. If I approached chairs the way I approach media, I'd probably look for a tensegrity chair because they're cool to sit on. But in reality, if someone tells me this is a good, solid, comfortable, durable chair versus it's a tensegrity chair, I'm probably most days going to sit on just a solid chair, because the point of it is just to have somewhere, anywhere to park my tush while I do other stuff that actually matters. But it's a good movie or a book or a game, etc. Telling me that never really wins me over or gets me to actually watch or play anything, even if there's solid evidence that I enjoy it because most people like me have enjoyed it or something like that. If you tell me to go in blind, don't look for spoilers, well, I'll have to be spoiled in order to have any interest in going in the first place. Basically, the only time just watch it, trust works is if it's a friend saying it or someone I know saying it, and only because it'll be something I can talk to them about or watch them talk about if it's a parasocial relationship. If they recommend something shitty and seems to have a lot to say about it, I watch that too. It has nothing to do with the quality. If there's an abundance of works addressing the particular thing I'm looking about, then sure, I might gravitate towards the most artistically meritorious, whatever that means, simply because I won't be able to experience it all. It's like if I was surrounded by tensegrity chairs and I can only try sitting in one of them, I will pick the one that looks like it won't crash under my weight. But even that's more comparable to me gravitating towards a piece of media that conveys the thing I want it to convey most effectively, as in evocatively, as in dragging me along for the ride and not requiring me to push through boredom and confusion to try and keep up. And maybe it correlates somewhat with artistic intent or craftsmanship or soul or whatever, but it's by no means equivalent, it seems. But it's not like I'd know. So yeah, I don't understand art. If you asked me to go make a good piece of art, I'd have no idea what to do. Unlike if you asked me to make a good chair or a good soap or even a good picture. But good art? What goes into that? Something craftsmanship, something intent? I don't know. I make stuff because I have something to say, and sometimes it's easier for people to pay attention if it's in the form of a webcomic or a visual novel, if there are colourful pictures of expressive anime girls and background music and a narrative to keep their monkey brains engaged and not feel like they're doing philosophy homework. I put it in the format of art because it's the only way people will listen, because show don't tell applies to everything. I'm sure some people make video essays instead of normal text essays because they aspire to the craft of video making, but also people would rather watch videos than read text. And I'm not saying this as a popularity grab thing either. I'd rather watch videos than read text. I'd rather read a parable than a straightforward treatise preaching the same ideals. The monkey brain I'm appealing to is my own. When you scroll through a webtoon looking for something to read, what are you looking for? Something to occupy your mind, to keep you entertained, to admire for its craftsmanship? You're not going to find my work because you're looking for art, and I'm not making art. Why is it that when someone generates a picture or a song or a story, they're trying to be an artist, But when they use ChatGPT to help them with an essay on what exactly is pity and why people hate it, they're just lazy. What if one's just the other with extra steps? I mean, call us extra lazy for skipping the extra steps, but disrespecting art? Yep, I don't get it. I don't understand art after all. And I don't particularly feel the need to understand art. At all. I'm just gonna say what I want to say in whatever way that will get people to listen and understand. I'm not an artist, just an optimizer of information transfer.
Okay, bro, let's not guilt trip Saki with my tragic backstory.
We are not drug dealers.
And I saved the world from radioactive prairie dogs. Spill.